Good morning, family, and welcome back to Chris RD Gymnastics Sports Music Channel. And today, magkakaroon tayo ng podcast type na kung saan at itatakal natin yung bagong rules or the new rules of the International Olympic Committee regarding the participation of Belarus and Russian athletes or Belarus and Russian Olympians sa darating na Paris Olympics at sa mga international competitions. Ito, itidiscuss natin yung mga rules na nilabas nila this season. So ngayon, maging podcast type lang tayo, wala tayong edit-edit. Babasahin lang natin yung nilabas ng International Olympic Committee. Babasahin natin sa English, then explain natin in Tagalog. Okay, so bago ang lahat, because of this international or new rules of the International Olympic Committee, may matatamaan dito ng mga elite gymnasts or elite athletes at isa sa mga matatamaan ng bagong rules ng Olympic Committee ng Olympic Committee or International Olympic Committee ay ang isa sa mga elite gymnast ng Russia na si Nikita Nagorny. Bago ko basahin yung new recommendations and rules ng Olympic Committee regarding Russia and Belarus, basahin mo natin yung si Nikita Nagorny kung bakit siya tatamaan sa rules na ito. So sa punta nyo sa by the way, si Nikita Nagorny, kilala natin siya, isa siya sa top elite gymnast ng ang Russia. So ngayon, pangalawa na lang siya sa top elite gymnast kasi number 1 na si Daniel Marinov, si Nikita Nagorny, then si Artur de la Hoya naman hindi na siya nagiging top talaga kasi nanghina na siya, hindi na siya nakapunta doon sa elite ranking ng gymnast sa Russia. So, kung pupunta kayo sa wikipedia.com, i-type nyo lang yung Nikita Nagorny. Tapos, pag lumabas yung sa Wikipedia, meron doon sa Wikipedia ng activities ni Nikita Nagorny. Meron doon na nakalagay at naka-highlight doon yung activities for the Russian military ni Nikita Nagorny. So, basahin natin. In September 2016, Nagorny decided to join the National Guard of Russia. So, part siya ng National Guard ng Russia, which is an army of Russia. In December 2020, he became the head of the Young Army Cadets National Movement. And in March 2022, he offered forward gifts to Russian soldiers participating in the 2022 Russian invasion of Ukraine. So, makita natin na si Nikita Nagorny, meron talaga siyang active participation at active support publicly sa Russian invasion of Ukraine. Sa yun, public support niya doon talaga sa nangyayaring ito. Tingnan natin kung bakit siya tatamaan sa new rules ng IOC or the International Olympic Committee. So, basahin natin ngayon. Okay. So, topic about sa participation. Ito yung recommendation ng IOC. Individual neutral athletes and their support personnel may return to the international sports competition only in an individual and neutral capacity and not in any way of representative of the Russian Federation or the Republic of Belarus or any other organizations in their country, including their National Olympic Committee or National Federation. So it means lalaban ang mga Russian Belarusians under their name, under a neutral flag at hindi i-represent ang kanilang bansa, ang Republic of Belarus or ang Russia or ang their National Olympic Committee or yung pag sinabi mong National Olympic Committee, ito yung Belarus Olympic Committee and Russia Olympic Committee. Hindi nila yun i-represent yung Olympic Committee nila, ng bansa nila. But rather, they will go there as to participate as an individual athlete bearing a flag of neutral flag. It means a white flag lang talaga siya. Individual neutral athletes and support personnel so ito ay ang scope nito is yung individual neutral athletes at support personnel. Sino yung mga support personnel? Yun yung mga coach nila, yung mga judges na manggagaling sa bansang to at mga committees na manggagaling sa bansang ito. Individual neutral athletes and support personnel who are contracted to the Russian and Belarusian military or national security agencies cannot participate in any international sports competition. So, lahat na nagkaroon ng contract, may contract doon sa Russian and Belarusian military, hindi sila pwede sumali. At nakita natin si Nikita Nagorny na may example siya na may ganun siyang history. Only individuals with a high performance, medical or technical role should be considered for support personnel accreditation. Yun. High performance, medical, technical, or role should be considered for support personnel accreditation to allow individual neutral athletes to have access to the same support personnel as other competing athletes. So, isabihin nun yung sports psychologists, yung coach nila, at lahat ng team ng athlete na yun na sasama sa international events ay kailangan wala silang i-bear na flag ng Russia and Belarus. Russian or Belarus government or state officials cannot be invited to accredited for any international sports competition, including as the guest of an international federation or international sports events organizers, or in the support personnel roles noted above. So lahat ng government officials na nanggaling sa dalawang bansang ito ay hindi pwedeng lumahok sa mga international events, World Championship at Olympics. So as of now, 2023 World Championship at World Cup and international events outside Russia and Belarus. For team sports and team events in individual sports, sabi dito, teams of athletes with a Russian or Belarusian passport cannot be considered. The definition of team sports or team events shall follow the International Federation regulation. So walang team na pwedeng sumali sa mga international sports event. Tulad for example, basketball team. So, kahit sa gymnastic na team event ng gymnastic, hindi pwede. So, walang team event. Individual lang talaga sila. Kasi pag team event, you are representing the nation. Pero pag individual ka lang, you're representing your name. So, walang team event na mangyayari. Or walang team event na participating from Russia and Belarus. Active support for the war in Ukraine. So, only those individual neutral athletes and support personnel who have not acted against the peace mission of the Olympic movement by actively supporting the war of Ukraine may be invited to participate in international sports competition. So, any history, any touch na nagkaroon sila ng history na sila ay nag-participate, sumuporta, publicly support. Ang importante din kasi ito yung publicly nag-support sila. At nakita natin kay Nikita Nagorny na may nasa Wikipedia pa yung kanyang history ng pag-support dito sa nangyaring invasion na ito. Hindi talaga siya Puwede. Yun yung mga example. Contracted members of the Russian and Belarusian military or national security agencies are considered to support the war. So, pag nag-contracted ka, member ng Russian and Belarusian military or national security agencies, consider siya support sa war. Any contracted, pag nag-contract sila doon. With regard to the other active supporting measures, all relevant circumstances, in particular public statements, just giving a gift to the soldiers, sample kay Nikita Nagorny, including those made on social media, participation in pro-war demonstration events, and the displaying of any symbol supporting the war in Ukraine. For example, the ZAY symbol have to be taken into consideration. So may consideration naman pala kung nagkaroon sila ng pro-war demonstration, nagsuot sila ng damit na ZAY, o nag-tweet sila sa Twitter, nag-post sa Instagram o social media about the war. Pero wala namang active participation, pwede silang ma-consider kung just part lang sila. Pero tungkol kay Nikita Nagorny, active siya or physically siya na nag-support talaga at member pa siya ng National Guard of Russia. In order to ensure the harmonized interpretation of this criteria, the IF should consider creating a single independent panel under the umbrella of the International Federation Association. Sa anti-doping, of course, alam na natin yan, lahat ng neutral athlete kailangan pumasa at lahat ng participating athlete kailangan nakapasa sa anti-doping. Wala dapat na doping na makikita sa katawan nila. Same pa rin siya ng rules. Lahat ng makikitaan ng doping sa katawan ay hindi makakasali sa event na yon. Kahit sila ay individual neutral event, lahat yon dapat ay mag-register sa testing poll ng anti-doping. Dapat wala lang ng doping makita. In addition, each IF should communicate details of its overall doping control program to all participants, respecting confidentiality and personal data requirements in order to ensure level playing field and anyways, lahat ng atleta, hindi lang Russia and Belarus, lahat ng buong mundo dapat papasa sila sa anti-doping test. Dapat walang makitang doping. Hindi dapat gumagamit ng mga steroid, okay? Event registration. Individual neutral athletes and their support personnel must wherever possibly register for and enter themselves into the event on an individual basis directly with the IF or the International Sports Event Organizer. So, yun, neutral athletes, individual registration nila. I-register nila yung pangalan nila on an individual basis. For example, Chris RD ang i-represent ko, ang i-register ko. Wala akong i-register na pangalan ng bansa ko or ng National Olympic Committee. Yun. Participating name. The participation name and code must have no association with the Russian Federation, the Republic of Belarus with the INFs or NOCs. Public displays of the country name, Russian Belarus Sports Organization, are not permitted in any language or format. Athletes must participate in competition as individual neutral athletes in English and Athletes Individuels Neutres in French, and use AIN. Again, is AIN as the acronym. So, isabihin nun, pag participation name ka, ang ilalagay mo dun pangalan, ang isusuot mo, ang iyong mga gadgets ay nakalagay doon is AIN. Walang Russian Olympic Committee or Belarus Olympic Committee. Wala nun. Wala ding kulay na makikita sa damit mo, sa gadgets mo, sa relo mo, sa, kahit siguro sa braces mo, o sa tattoo, or sa necklace. Anything na makikita sa iyong sa camera in publicly na may color ng iyong bansa na pinanggalingan ng passport holder niya na from Russia and Belarus ay wala dapat na lalabas na ganon. Emblem. So yun nga, ang acronym na dapat gagamitin nila sa mga damit nila is AIN. Hindi ROC, hindi BOC, kundi AIN. Emblem. An emblem logo cannot be used in any context. ROC, hindi pwede yun. BOC, hindi pwede yun. This is not possible due to the IF regulations or sports technical requirements. The IF emblem or the AIN acronym should be used. AIN. For example, si Chris RD, example ako, galing ako sa Russia. Ang pag maglalaro ako sa gymnast, mag-perform ako, imbis na ROC, ang lalabas sa akin doon na pangalan is Chris RD, sa baba ng pangalan ng bansa ko is AIN. So, tinawag ko sa podium. Magkaroon ng in gold medal, Chris RD, representing AIN or International Individual Neutral Athletes, representing individual, Chris RD, gold position, representing individual neutral athletes. Ganon. Flag. The flag of the Russian Federation or the Republic of Belarus, current or historical, kahit noon pang flag nila yan, current na flag ng Belarus, or historical. Sabihin kahit 1700s pa yan, 1500s pa yan na flag ng Russia, or sabihin natin 100 AC pa yan na flag ng Russia, or kahit 2000 AC pa yan, or before Christ pa yan na flag ng Russia kung meron man noon, or kahit pa ng Russian Federation or sa bansa nila, is hindi nila pwedeng gamitin po yun. Cannot be flown or displayed in any official venue or area controlled by the IF or the international sports event organizers. When a flag needs to be used to reference individual neutral athletes, for example, ceremonies, yung pag sa mga podium, protocol set and in venue, TV, media, graphics, and social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and flag of the event or another completely neutral flag must be used. Neutral flag lang po talaga ang gagamitin. Any appearance publicly sa mga social media at sa mga news. International Federation and International Sports Event Organizers must ensure that the spectators are prohibited from bringing flags, makinig kayo dito sa mga fans of and other item that may be associated with the Russian Federation of Republic of Belarus, current and historical, into the venue. So, isabihin, kapag tayo ay fan o ng mga Russia, may sinusuportan tayong taga-Russia or Belarus ng mga athlete na paborito natin, hindi po tayo pwede magdala ng flag during the event, during the event para sa pagsuporta sa kanila. For example, kung dadalo ka sa World Cup, dadalo ka sa World Championship, hindi natin pwedeng ilabas yung flag ng Russia or flag ng Belarus para sa pagsuporta sa atleta na nagpe-perform, kundi puting flag lang. If you want to support that athlete, you should bring only a white flag. If you want to show a flag of support, of course. Sa national anthem naman, the Russian and Belarusian national anthems or any anthem linked to the Russian Federation or Republic of Belarus must not be played or sung at any moment during an event in any official venue or any other area controlled by the IF International Sports Event Organizer. For medal ceremonies involving individual neutral athletes, the anthem or song of the event or any other neutral melody or the IF must be used. So, hindi nila pwedeng i-play yung kahit Russian Olympic Committee National Anthem, kahit Belarus Olympic Committee National Anthem. Hindi nila pwedeng i-play yun. Ang pwede lang i-play ay yung International Federation hymn or yung Olympic hymn. Yun lang ang hymn na naalala ko nung sa part na yun, nung rhythmic gymnastic 2022. no, 2021 World Championship Rhythmic Gymnastics na kung saan sina Dina Averina at saka si Arina Averina ay nag-gold siya at nag-silver naman yung kanyang kakambal, ay hindi pinatugtog yung Russian Olympic Committee hymn, hindi rin pinatugtog yung Russian National Hymn, kundi pinatugtog ay ang FIG or Gymnastics International Federation hymn during the awardings. Uniforms. Ito, maitim dito. Uniform must be completely white or unicolor unless not feasible due to the IF regulations. So, white lang po talaga ang uniform. Hindi pwede sila magkaroon ng anumang color. So, unicolor lang dapat siya. Black, okay. Ang Russia, ang color niya is black, red, blue, and white. So, yung tatlong color na yon present palagi yun. Pero kung white lang, walang problema. Kung blue lang, walang problema. Pero pag tatlong color yung present sa kanila, blue, red, and white, hindi po pwedeng gamitin yun sa uniform. Uniform competition warm-up. Sa uniform, sabihin sa uniform, ang sakop niya is during the competition, during the warm-up, and formal ceremonies, casual, etc. Kahit naglalakad sila during the event, clothing, equipment, accessories, and personal items belonging to the individual neutral athletes and their support personnel that are worn, used, and or otherwise displayed. Na-displayed siya at official venues and any other areas controlled by the IF or event organizer must not contain. So, sabihin nun, kahit personal items nila, dahil sila ay nasa international event, nasa Olympic Village po sila. Okay, sabay tayo sa uniforms. So, any recognition of or reference to the Russian Federation, to the Republic of Belarus, or their NFs or NOCs, or any national identification of Russia, Belarus, such as flag, coat of arms, or any other national symbols or emblem, be it official or unofficial in any language or format. So, hindi siya pwede. Any commercial or non-commercial emblems or identification of any Russian Belarus organizations of entry. So, lahat yon hindi pwede. Commercials man or non-commercial emblems, bawal po talaga yon kahit sila lang gawa nan. Any expressions, message, graphical elements, symbol, etc. with or direct or indirect political connotations. Bawal din po yan isuot sa anumang personal belonging nila, uniforms, mga gadgets na gagamitin, at sa kanilang mga lahat na belonging nila sa gagamitin nila sa pag-sports nila, up-upin sa TV, lahat yan, damit, kahit siguro underwears, kasi underwear is belonging to the, at medyas, belonging to the personal items yan. Hindi po pwedeng isuot yan during the official event. At sabi dito ay isi-check po iyon ng international federations. Lahat ng gamit po nila, busisiin po yun. Wala po dapat na makalabas dito. So, stricto sila dito. Medals. Individual neutral athletes can be awarded medals for their performances but cannot be included in any medal table drawn up per country given that they are participating in an individual capacity. So, yung medal na makukuha nila during the federation is hindi mababilang yon sa medal ng Russia or medal ng Belarus, kundi bilang sarili nila because sila ay nagka-participate doon as an individual capacity not representing their country. Neutrality. Individuals, neutral athletes, and their support personnel. Support personnel, sabihin nyo kanilang mga psychologists, coaches, yun. Must be neutral also. Must fully respect the IF regulation, the Olympic Charter, the World Anti-Doping Code, and the IF's International Sports Event Organizers' condition of participation in the basis of these recommended conditions of participation. To adhere to the requirement of the neutrality, individual neutral athletes and their support personnel must refrain from any activity or communication associated with the national flag, anthem, emblem, or any other symbol of the Russian Federation, Republic of Belarus, their NFs or NOCs, or support for the war in Ukraine at any official venue or in the media. So, isabihin nun, hindi sila pwedeng magsalita tungkol sa nangyayaring kaguluhan sa dalawang bansa. During the official event, hindi sila pwedeng magbanggit ng kahit anuman regarding doon, regarding support. So, dapat din ito, yung mga media, pag tinanong sila ng media, keep quiet sila, smile lang siguro, wala silang sasabihin. They must not make any statements or comments, take any action, or conduct themselves in any manner that may be prejudicial to the interest of the competition. Is integrity or the participants, neutrality required as a condition of participation. Neutral lang po talaga sila dapat. The IFs must ensure that the event on any infringement of the condition, they are in position to take the necessary action and issue the necessary sanction. Kapag sila lumabag po dito, may parusa po silang makakamit yung mga pagsuot ng mga kahit personal item na kahit nasa kwarto man sila ng kanilang dahil sila ay nasa official event, hindi sila pwede magsuot ng kahit anuman, kahit personal belonging yan, underwear, mga clothes, rings, damit, at kahit anuman, kahit sa mga gadgets nila. Lahat ng bag nila, wala dapat na flag ng NOCs nila at ng kanilang bansa ng Russia and Belarus. International Technical Officiates. Ito, mahalaga to. Russian and Belarusian passport holders officiating competition as ITOs. Kasi may mga, of course, may mga judges ako sa bansa nila, may mga committees din manggagaling sa mga bansang ito. Or referee should not display or otherwise express an association with their nationality. So, wala talaga, kahit sila ay committee doon, hindi talaga sila pwede maglagay din. So, kung ano man yung rules regarding sa mga pag-show, public show, mga isusuot nila, any personal things na ini-imply para sa mga atleta, ganun din sa mga international technical officials. ITO should be considered under the umbrella of the IF and represented by the IF flag or actual name where necessary in accordance with the IF regulations. ITOs who are our international technical officials, international technical officials who are contracted to the Russian or Belarusian military or national security agencies cannot participate in any international sports competition. So, kung mayroon silang involvement or public appearance na showing, sabihin natin talagang tulad kay Nikita Nagorny, na big example talaga yun, na nasa Wikipedia pa nga talaga, kung mayroon silang gano'n na history kay Nikita Nagorny, same case, ay hindi din sila pwede mag-participate sa international sports competition as an official ng technical. Okay, so yun lang po ang ating So ano naman dito ang magkikita natin dito? So ito yung mga regulations ng International Olympic Committee. Ano naman ang magiging epekto nito sa mga atleta na manggagaling sa mga bansang ito? Ang mangyayari dyan, since they will not represent their nation, maybe hindi sila masyadong magkakaroon ng budget. Galing sa, ito lang, expectation ko lang naman to, kuro-kuro ko lang naman to. Maaaring hindi sila magkaroon ng budget coming from their government kasi hindi sila pupunta doon representing their nation. Maaaring hindi sila bigyan ng suporta, maaaring hindi sila bigyan ng pera, or siguro pupunta doon from their sponsors lang talaga. But siguro yung budget galing sa government nila, pwedeng hindi. Sa akin lang naman to, pwedeng hindi sila bigyan ng budget kasi hindi naman sila pupunta doon to represent their country but to represent themselves under the neutral flag or under the AIN. Yun lang po. So, ano implication nun? Yun nga, ang implication nga nun, maaaring hindi sila bigyan ng support or financial support coming from the government kasi hindi naman sila pupunta doon to represent the nation, but they are going there to represent their own selves under AIN. Yun lang po. And please don't, salamat sa sorry, I mean to say is that thank you for reaching this level or this time sa video na to, and please do not forget to subscribe, like, and share to this channel. Salamat sa pagsuporta sa channel na ito at pagsuporta kay Carlos Yulo at pagsuporta natin sa gymnast ng Pilipinas, sa mga atleta ng Pilipinas, especially sa gymnastic kay Carlos Yulo at sa Philippine team na lalaban sa SEA Games at sa Asian Championship at sa Asian Games. Yung supportan po natin sila at panalangin natin maigi, especially si Carlos Yulo, humingi siya ng panalangin sa atin. And if you have the capacity to support, to be a sponsor of Carlos Yulo and be a sponsor ng Philippine team, you can do so by reaching to the GAP or reaching Ma'am Cynthia, or reaching to the Philippine Gymnastic Association of the Philippines, or GAP, Gymnastic Association of the Philippines. You can support and reach them out and be a supporter. God bless po. Thank you very much.